G'day beauties, welcome back to my channel. I'm Candace from Love Wrapped. I am going to do a very quick tutorial, and this time I'm gonna try and make it very quick on application of Jamberry TruShine, but I'm gonna focus particularly on getting a really clean application. So how to prevent flooding, that's where you get too much on the nail bed, how to prevent all that leaking down the side of the channels, and just to have that kind of the cleanest mani that you can have. I have already prepped my nails, of course. I'm just going to do it on one nail because this is really about showing you how thin your layers should be, how I apply, and how I clean up any mess that I happen to get. Okay, so you are going to need to prep your nails as usual. If you don't know how to do that, please check out one of my other videos because I have all of that on there. As I said, this is the Skinny. It is absolutely gorgeous. I bloody love this color. Hold on. It's gorgeous. You can't really see it like that, but it's got kind of like a duochrome finish. It's got these gorgeous pink and gold and sort of peachy flecks and sparkles in it. You are going to need, oh, that's a bit messy. You are going to need your TruShine Base coat. I've got dribble all over that for some reason. Okay, you're going to need your TruShine Base coat and your TruShine top coat, as well as an orange stick. And your LED curing lamp, your LED UV curing lamp. This is the Color Cure one. It's amazing. You can also use the little purple Jamberry one or another one that you have. The cure times might be slightly different if you use those ones. But this baby is probably the most important part for cleaning up your manicure. TruShine. Right, let's pop you down so you can see what's going on. Alright, cool beans. So, okay, so we're going to start with our base coat. Now, you're probably not going to be able to see great how much I apply, but basically you really want to get a whole heap off the stem. As you can see, it'll kind of pull down the stem, and you want to keep taking that off, and then you can just pick up extra just on the tips so you can control how much you're getting. Okay, so I always put about 3 millimeters back from the edge. I dot my gel on to start with, and then I swipe it down like so. I'll then go back into that center part and just start pushing it back towards the cuticle line. This is how you create that really clean line without creating mess. And then you just go around the outside with that same brush, and if it feels like it's a little bit dry, you can turn the brush over because usually on the other side there's a bit extra, or you can just dip the very tip back into the gel. Okay, and then I cap off the tip very lightly and then just run that brush along the edge again. Now, this is self-leveling. Which means if you leave it like this, it's going to start to pull on the side. If you have any problems and you have put too much on, flip your nail over. That is going to suck that TruShine back to the front. That was clever. Okay, and now we're just going to, you want to run your orange stick down the side of your, down that channel section, and underneath, just to make sure that there's none stuck to your skin underneath. And then I'm just going to pop that in my curing lamp, and I'm going to leave that for 45 seconds. Okay, so I've done that for 45 seconds. You can do it for a little bit less. I prefer to do it for 45. Some people will do it for longer, especially if you've done a slightly thicker coat. Okay, now I've got my color. Now I have run this between my hands, running it back and forth, kind of sugared it up without shaking it up because you don't want bubbles. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing by holding it up like this. It's going to start pulling down towards the tip, which is what you want. You want like it on the tip. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing and dot it in that center part and run it down. Now, as you can see, I really don't have much on the brush. I prefer to do this and just go in and dab a tiny bit more as I need it. But you want these layers really thin. Now I'm going to push it back to that cuticle and keep dragging it back down. Push it back to the cuticle and gently drag it down. Now, I'm not just doing it this slow for the camera. I really do it this slow when I apply. Because you put too much on, you can't take it off, or you can, but it's just really, really difficult. Okay, now on the side that has the least amount, I'm just going to run that along the edge, and then I just do a quick little swipey, just to get rid of that groove that I've created on the end. Okay, allow it to level just a tiny bit, so that it's nice and flat, and then I pop it to cure. Perfect, that one's done. I forgot to show you, as I didn't have any pooling in the side, if I got any pooling down in this channel at all, or any on my skin at all, you just wipe it away with a clean orange stick, like so, and then wipe off the excess. And you can do this like as many times as you need. The TruShine Gel will come off. Do not cure it until you have removed everything out of that channel. Take as much time as you need to do this. It is worth it. As soon as you cure it, you do not want that mess in that channel. Or anywhere really. Okay, so this part, as you can see, I take forever to get it off my brush. Okay, that's probably the most important part. You got too much on your brush, you are going to make a dirty big mess on your nails. Okay, same thing. Every single time I do exactly the same process. And as you can see, I dried off my brush heaps, so I just go back in, grab a bit more, push it back towards the cuticle there. And if you follow this method and you keep your brush really dry, not dry, but without too much product on it, you are never going to get pooling unless you do what I just did, which doesn't really call pooling, it just makes a big mess, which is, I just went a little bit fast and made a bit of a mess on the side. I don't know if you can see, but I've gotten a little bit on my skin there. So I'm just going to take my orange stick and run it along the side there, nice and firm, and it just comes off and it's like fully clean. Yay! And allow it to level and then pop it into cure. Beautiful. Now the top coat is the thickest one, and this is the one that you could have a huge problem with pooling. So people find the colour TruShine coats can be sometimes may seem a little bit thin. So the colour coverage may seem a little bit thin on your first coat, and that kind of makes people want to do thicker coats. Really resist that urge to do thicker coats. This is just 2 coats, and I think the coverage is perfect. That first one, of course, was patchy and was not perfect, but I never ever judge it on that first one. As long as I apply my strokes evenly, I know that my mani is going to turn out beautiful. Okay, so exactly the same thing. You really, really want to remove all that excess from the brush and just go in exactly the same motion. So you can always see how I just pick up a little bit extra, push it back, run it round, and the same on this side. Thick is not better. Thick just gives you a really chunky manicure and makes an absolute pain in the backside to cure and to remove. So when you come to try and remove a TruShine mani that you have done too thick, you are probably going to have trouble. Okay, so I could feel that there was a little bit underneath my nail. So I just ran my orange stick underneath. That's that. Perfect. Popping it into Cure. Hi. Perfect. So that's all done. That is 2 coats with the TruShine top coat over the top. I adore this color. Like, absolutely. Can you even see it? I'm trying to... It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay, so one thing I did want to say is sometimes when I put like every time I finished applying, before I cure, I will always go around and have a look and make sure that there is nothing around the outside, and that's where your orange stick. So have a bunch of these on hand with a little Viva towel or something so you can wipe off the excess. Now, sometimes when I pop it in my curing lamp, I notice that I have left some on the skin, or there is some in the channel next to, this is the channel, this is what I call the channel. Because when you put it in the curing lamp, of course, everything lights up like a Christmas tree. I don't know if you can see, hold on, can I show you? So, okay, it's not going to allow you to actually see my nails, but I can see my nails in there, and I can see everywhere that the TruShine has touched. So if it's on my skin, I can see it. If it's in that channel, I can see it. If it's a mess, I can see it. So instantly just take, if you notice that and you haven't seen it before, just take that hand out, grab your orange stick and clean it up. My other tip is, even though this particular lamp allows your entire hand to go in, because our gels are self-leveling, I always do my 4 fingers and then my thumb separate. Now, if you do pop your hand in, you can see this little baby, all of your self-leveling gel is going to start pooling down here, and you are going to end up with a great big dirty mess in that channel. Regardless of how amazing you are and how thin your layers are, it is designed to self-level. So that's my other tip, don't do that. Okay, the other trick is straight away afterwards, and as many times as you can, make sure you are applying your cuticle oil all around. I'll show you where. You want to apply it underneath here, and oops, and up the sides. See, I can't do that while I'm not looking at my nails, such a spaz. And then you just rub it in, and I would do that on all of my nails, so all the way down here to that knuckle as well, on all of your nails. Now you want to do this a couple of times a day. The reason the reason cuticle oil is amazing for TruShine is it's going to hydrate your nails and your cuticles underneath, and dehydrated, dry and damaged nails, TruShine, lacquer, gel strips, no matter what you're using, is going to stick to it and get stuck in it. The more hydrated your nails are, the easier your TruShine is going to be, and any gel mani for that matter, is going to be to remove. So it's going to last longer because your TruShine is going to stay nice and kind of bouncy. I don't know what other word to use other than bouncy, but it's not going to dry out. Your TruShine's not going to dry out quite as much, so you won't get as much chipping. It'll last longer, and then when you go to remove it, it's going to be easier to remove. So I promise you, use your cuticle oil. This is not my favorite, but use your cuticle oil. The Jamberry original cuticle oil is my favorite. The one that is in the cuticle oil pen is my favorite. This one smells delicious, but yes, not my absolute favorite. Okay, that's it, guys. I love you guys. If you had any questions, please pop them below. Head on over to my Facebook group if you are not already part of my VIP group. If you wanted to place an order at all, you can head to my website, which is benau.com/Jamberry. I will pop all of that in the description below. Please be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.